You have two different motors. Typically you're going to be running off of your number one motor, and this is your number two motor. This will kick in when the vacuum is put under more duress. Let's say that you're got a whole bunch of patients up there that are being using the vacuum. Then the two motor could kick in. Chances are it's not going to happen very often at all because you would really have to be using the vacuum. Yeah, and if it does, there's a silent. This alarm will go off, and it'll register up there upstairs when it does. When it drops to the pressure, and this side kicks on. That happens for two reasons: to tell you that it's doing it. You come down and silence it. Also, so that you can troubleshoot any kind of problem, because it could not. I mean, you could have a problem that wouldn't be related to what would be operating upstairs. It could be something down here, because this needs to be maintained. Somebody could, mess up, leave a valve open, and force it to be working harder than it needs to be. You have this is your major tank, and down here you have a drain down valve. You want to periodically open. It's pointed over here to a floor drain, and that'll allow any kind of excess fluid buildup to get ran out. You have two exhausts.
How often do you want to open that?
I would open it at least once a week.
Okay.
Come down here and just open it up, let it drain out. Same thing on your exhaust lines, especially if you guys are having a really busy week, or you're having, you're just staying steady. These need to be periodically opened up and drained out. What'll happen if you don't, you'll end up with this kind of gurgling sound happening, and you won't be getting nearly the kind of vacuum or an appropriate exhaust happening efficiently. So, but it's pretty easy. It just has these little drain down ports for those.
Is that weekly too?
Yes, I would do it weekly, at minimum. This is pretty critical to keep an eye on as far as the oil. And the oil for these is really expensive stuff. They will try to push you to buy this big drum of it. You can actually get it in decent sized containers. So if they say you can only get this one and it's $500 and it's like huge, that's argue with them, because we had to. They wanted to push us into it. But you want to make sure that you're staying, about 3/4 of the way full.
Is that through the orders? That's through the manufacturer also?
Yeah. You'll order it through them. I think you can get it through other providers, but I'm not sure who those are.
You're going to probably want to have some in here, Tyler.
What's on that?
I
Is that
would.
just a.
How often do you
I see.
have to change that oil out?
I'm not sure exactly. I think that's really just a matter of following the maintenance schedule, and there's a pretty good one with the paperwork that comes with here, with the unit itself. You do want to leave these on auto, and reading through the startup procedures is really good, especially if you're, for any reason, shutting down for any length of time, like over a week. If you have to shut down the vacuum for a week, you really want to go through the original startup procedure, because it'll re-lube your motors better than if you just flip the switch and turn it on.
These are both on emergency backup.
Right. Yes.
Is that oil type in the O&M manual, or is it on there somewhere?
Yeah, it's in. It'll be in the maintenance deal, and it should be in our O&Ms as well. Can't remember
So,
what.
would that be something your guy would do, or is that something we?
That's something we can have them do if you want.
Mark is mechanical guy. He works at McKinstry, so he's really,
Mechanically inclined.
he's pretty sharp on it.
Well, it doesn't sound like it'd be a big deal.